Welcome back to Wake Up America. We'll get you caught up here in some of the details coming out of Israel. The Israel Defense Forces says fighting stopped in southern Israel and has claimed control of all of its territory, although the IDF is not ruling out that some of the terrorists still could be inside, though, running rogue through the country. So they're going to continue to follow that to try to apprehend some of them. Definitely.
And joining us now for more is the former governor of Arkansas and 2016 presidential candidate Mike Huckabee, and welcoming back senior contributor for The Federalist, Benjamin Weingarten. So, Governor, you are personal friends with Prime Minister Netanyahu. You were asked by him to come and campaign with him in 2019 and early 2020. How unsettling has this been for you?
Well, it's been very unsettling. We've got a lot of friends in Israel. We've heard from them. One of our friends has a niece who is missing, presumed either kidnapped or killed. We have other friends whose neighborhoods in Sderot were among those that were violated by these hideous terrorists. And I just reflect upon 50 years of going to Israel. My first trip was when I was a teenager in 1973, 2 months before the Yom Kippur War. And in that 50-year period, there's been nothing quite like this that has happened in Israel. There have been intifadas, there have been incursions, there have been all kinds of moments of unrest. But the atrocities that have been inflicted upon the Israeli people, this is the kind of thing that happened to them during the Holocaust. It is disgusting, and I don't want to hear anyone say, well, both sides need to just calm down and get peace. Both sides didn't start this. This is a terrorist act financed by Iran, carried out by a terrorist group, Hamas, not a government. And I hope Israel acts with an extraordinary sense of urgency, and I hope that they put down Hamas once and for all. They need to be stamped out completely, because this doesn't stop. And let me just add this. I don't want to hear any more talk about the so-called two-state solution, whether it's from Republicans or Democrats, because it's ridiculous. This is what you have when you have terrorists who want to not coexist with the Jewish people of Israel, but want to destroy them and annihilate them. And the entire world needs to say, the Jewish people have a right to their homeland, the indigenous homeland since the time of Abraham, and let's quit pretending that these are people, these folks like Hamas, the terrorists, who want to coexist with anybody.
Governor, if Hamas is wiped out, do you predict that there will be another war between Israel and Iran, knowing that Iran has funded this terrorist group?
Well, if there's any silver lining in it, it's pretty much going to be Iran, because you're not going to see the Saudis, the Jordanians, the Egyptians. They're not going to join in this. There's nothing in it for them. And you now have diplomatic relations with Israel and the UAE and Bahrain. And so it's a different Middle East, but it's still a dangerous place. But I think more and more people, I hope, are recognizing that the land of Israel represents 1/644th the land size of areas controlled by Muslims. So the idea that if there's a desire to have a Muslim country for and I call them so-called Palestinians, because Palestinian is a geographical term, not a political term. There was no such thing as a Palestinian government. Yasser Arafat created that out of thin air in 1962 and co-opted it so he could create a terror organization. And so, you know, this idea that the Palestinians need a place, okay, if they do, Muslims control 644 times the amount of land that Israel does in its tiny little sliver of real estate, and you can make them one. But it shouldn't be in a land where the Jewish people have a right to exist, a right to feel safe and secure. And what we've seen, the atrocities of the slaughtering, not just the killing, and it wasn't indiscriminate. This was intentional slaughtering of children and elderly people and women. And so you can't, I don't want to hear Rashida Tlaib or any of these people tell me that, you know, the Israelis are to blame for this. No, they are not.
Governor Huckabee, always a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much. We'll leave it right there. We'll have